Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Christie Down One, and I am back with another video. This is coming from BleacherReport.com, more so ESPN Woes article as well. Go cop it, go check it out. But basically, I wanted to tell you guys this real fast and real quick. Kevin Durant balked at the ideal of being traded straight up for DAngelo Russell. Now, originally, the trade was going to be as so. Um, the Golden State Warriors were going to sign KD to max contract or a contract he so chooses, and then they was going to possibly trade him straight up for DAngelo Russell. So the Golden State Warriors would have gotten DAngelo Russell. KD would have went to the Brooklyn Nets. Everything would have been fine and cozy. Golden State get what they want. Brooklyn Nets obviously get what they want with KD, but KD balked at the ideal being traded straight up for DAngelo Russell. Now, a lot of people are basically saying that people are on either side of the fence, basically saying, well, this is a prime example of KD being ultra sensitive, ultra soft, and just bulking at the ideal of being traded straight up for DAngelo Russell. But then you have people on the other side of the fence basically saying, "Yo, this is pretty much this is pretty much a move that basically that's advantage Brooklyn Nets because not only they got KD, they also got assets." Okay, so either side of the fence, I think it when you really look at it and you take your personal attachments away from it, basically, I feel like it's a good business. I think it was made the Brooklyn Nets trade a better trade. Okay, they got KD. Obviously, that's what they wanted, as well as they got assets. Okay, and the Golden State Warriors, they got something they always wanted. They wanted DAngelo Russell. They got DAngelo Russell. Okay, so this is basically the premise of Adrian Wojnarowski's article a couple of days ago suggested that it's like an unfair balance. A lot of executives, now more than ever, players are not only controlling where they want to go to, but they also controlling, their contracts and, how long they want to be on a contract. When you look at Kawhi Leonard, his deal is basically a 2 or 3 year deal with a player option. So, there's a possibility he could bolt out of the Los Angeles Clippers and Paul George be at the end of his contract. So this new way of business, obviously the players are reaping the rewards of the power and the flexibility that they have. Some executives, some agencies, some organizations are not too happy with this. Pretty much the power is pretty much out of their hands. The control is out of their hands. It's more so with the player, okay? But when you're talking about this deal, he was going to go to Brooklyn because of Kyrie Irving. And, he was definitely going back. He was definitely going to the East. So no matter, if they would have, no matter if they didn't go through with the trade, there would have been a possibility that Golden State would have missed out on DAngelo Russell because there was some reports out there that seemed to suggest that DAngelo Russell could have went to the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Golden State Warriors did not want to gamble, did not want to risk. They just went for the sure thing, even though they lost some assets and then they had to, take some assets that they didn't want in return for this trade. But at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors got what they wanted. And this deal, if you look at the article, this deal pretty much, other layers beyond this deal transpired with it, and Andre Iguodala had to be traded, because if they did not traded him, they would have been in a very tight cap situation. So they had no choice but to trade him to the Memphis Grizzlies. Then Shaun Livingston, they had to release him. Even though I was going to do a video letting guys know that the Golden State Warriors want him in their organization, but in a office type role. Okay, he may choose it, he may not choose it. He's like 34 years old. Clearly, when you look at Shaun Livingston, there's really nothing for him to prove at this point. So, there's a possibility that he could accept the office role and, work in the office of the Golden State Warriors organization, but that's neither here nor there. But, I felt like this deal, when you talk about the Golden State Warriors trading KD to Brooklyn, that pretty much, handicapped them to do other things. So to do other things outside this deal to stay, within the salary cap, to stay within their salary cap. If they did not do this, then they would have ran a risk of, well, we'll just get, DAngelo Russell as a free agent. And there was a possibility that the Lakers could have picked him up. There was a possibility of other teams picking him up. So the Golden State Warriors had to take a sure thing by just going ahead and just going through with this deal, even though they lost draft picks and some leverage, and they also had to go in a different direction with the trade of Andre Iguodala to make DAngelo Russell contract fits in, and they also had to waive Shaun Livingston. Now, one can also assume that this probably what the Golden State Warriors orchestrating in the backgrounds anyway. Maybe they was going to reach this conclusion anyway. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on BleacherReport.com. You can also check it out on Woe's Twitter timeline, as well as I believe he has an article up on ESPN.com. This is your boy. I'm Chris the Dom 1. I am out. Deuce.